Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Kucoin and their KCS token and ask the question, would I buy or should you buy Kucoin in the bear market? This is installment 48 of 1001. As always, you can see every video in this playlist in a link in the description of this video. And if you like this content, smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section. So let's go ahead and ask the question, would I buy Kucoin in the bear market? Now, if we go to the chart here, you can see that Kucoin did put in a higher high in 2022 or 2021 than it did in 2017, 2018. And so if we go to my initial PDF introducing this series, Kucoin does follow a specific rule, which is question 3. If this is the upcoming cycle is going to be the third or fourth cycle, did the cryptocurrency put in a higher high and a higher low each progressive cycle? If yes, my answer is likely yes. If no, my answer is likely no. So Kucoin, first thing about Kucoin is it did put in a higher high in 2021 than it did in 2018. So yes, by that definition, I would buy Kucoin. But there's some positives and negatives when I'm looking at this. Actually, I want to get to the negative first. Look at how far Kucoin dropped from its peak to its bear market bottom. So it peaked around $20 in 2018, January of 2018, and then when it went down as low as 35 cents is what I'm seeing here, about 35 cents. So it went down from $20 to 35 cents. That is quite a significant drop. That's like a 98% drop from its peak to its bear market bottom. And for right now, Kucoin peaked at about $25, a little over $25. Today, it's $6.64. Now, that is a 75% drop, but just think about this. If Kucoin went down 97% and then went right back to its peak, that's a 33x. A 75% drop and then going right back to its peak is only a 4x. And so there is quite a significant difference there. And this is actually something that's concerning me as far as this point in the bear market that we're in, that like a lot of cryptocurrencies haven't dropped nearly as much as they did in the 2018, 2019, et cetera, bear market. Now, is that a problem? Not necessarily, but as far as the potential for returns are concerned, yeah, it is not nearly as significant. And I'm not just seeing this with Kucoin. I'm seeing this with a lot of cryptocurrencies. There are very few that saw the same kinds of declines than what we saw in the previous bear market. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, it could be a good thing, but it's a bad thing in the sense of like, do you want to maximize your returns? Because this was beautiful here. There was so much time to buy Kucoin. I mean, all throughout 2020, if you bought Kucoin and rode it to the top or even rode it to today, your returns are phenomenal. So it's just one of those things. It is what it is. I think my general theory, there's two ways we could go with this, right? One is to say, well, we're actually going to drop much further. Now that is possible for sure. But the other is to say that we learned our lessons from the previous bear market, because a lot of people thought in this bear market that we were never going to come back. So it seems as of right now, at least, that there are more people who have the belief that we will come back. There's that, and then there's a third option, which is simply that Kucoin is growing as a platform. And I do believe that that is true for Kucoin, that it is growing as a platform, so that's a positive, which means it is very likely to put in a higher high next cycle. So, you know, a $6.64 Kucoin could become a $60, $66 Kucoin, a 10x from here. That is entirely possible. And Kucoin, yes, they are growing as a platform. There were some concerns, if you remember, with Celsius collapsing and then the big one with FTX collapsing, that Kucoin was going to do something similar. And right around the time that all these other platforms were collapsing, Kucoin was reaching out to influencers to have them try to advertise. They reached out to me, and I actually did make an advertisement that I don't think they ever published. Now, I was fine making an advertisement for Kucoin because I use Kucoin. I like Kucoin. I like their futures options. It's a very simple platform to use if you know how to do simple things like transferring crypto crypto from one platform to another. And if you just spend a little time on their app, you'll figure it out pretty easily. So I believe that KuCoin is growing and that it's not going to die, but we'll see. That is something that, right now, as I'm making this video in January of 2023, there is a lot of fear that with any platform, with Binance, with Crypto.com, with Coinbase, KuCoin is not immune to that. So we'll see if KuCoin holds strong and a lot of these other ones hold strong or not. But there's going to be a time when there's not going to be any fear again, just because new people are coming in, fresh people who have no experience with crypto. But anyway, let's take a look at KuCoin's tokenomics. It's very important to understand. And there's one thing, if you watch my Zcash video, which I made 2 days before making this video, you will see that an issue that I have with Zcash is that it's 10% annual inflation. And that used to be more like 20 to 30%. Now it's 10%. Their inflation's going down. And so that's constantly something that I'm paying attention to with each cryptocurrency, is how inflationary they are. Because Zcash put in a higher high last cycle in market cap, but didn't even come close to that in price because it's so inflationary. So is KuCoin inflationary or deflationary or just flat? It's actually deflationary, which is a very good sign. So KuCoin, I already had this on my page here. Let me look up tokenomics here. Let's see. KCS has been an ERC20 smart contract token on the Ethereum chain since 2017 and migrated to KCC, KuCoin Community Chain, in 2021. As the native token to the KCC chain, KCS serves as gas for the base layer of the KCC ecosystem. The total supply is locked at 200 million KCS tokens, and deflationary tokenomics are designed to destroy KCS through token burns, eventually bringing the total supply to 100 million KCS tokens. So it started out at 200 million. It's on its way down to 100 million. As of right now, the supply is 145 million. So they're almost halfway between 200 and 100 million. And something interesting, if you look at the two different charts here, the price chart versus the market cap chart, you should notice something. Keep your eyes around this part here where KuCoin, got to $25 and then had kind of a retrace here up to $21.72. Look at market cap here. So market cap, just as high. So what's up with that? The market cap got just as high, but the price did not. I don't know. That's a question that needs to be asked, because it shouldn't be like that if there's a burn. So there's a lot more when it comes to tokenomics that we need to figure out here. Is I don't think that that's going to be a problem over the long run. If new KCS coins entered the system, that's not going to be the case for a long time. That's not going to be the case forever, and there's going to be an eventual decreasing of the supply. So anyway, KuCoin is in general a thumbs up. I would not be buying it really at any point in 2023. I think you're going to have a long time to be able to buy this. Maybe sometime in 2024, I would guess towards the end, is around the time that I'd be looking to buy KuCoin, perhaps at a lower price than what it is as of today. But if not, again, I do expect this to put in a higher high. So we'll see about that. But that is all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you in another video. Peace.